Good morning from Melbourne, Australia. Good evening to friends in North America, and hello to anyone watching on replay. My name is Nancy Hetker, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Australia. And today, I apologize for getting started a little bit late. I am a little discombobulated. In part because I didn't plan out what I was doing ahead of time. And so I'm running a little behind because I got distracted by some things. And right now I'm distracted by the fact that I can't find the stamp set that goes with this bundle that I'm about to use, or the suite I'm about to use. So I'm taking another moment here to do a quick scan of my craft room to try to find it. This is a downside of this new packaging I'm finding. It's easier to misplace such things. Because they just stack up so flatly. Okay, I'm going to get started because I don't think I need it to do most of what I'm doing, and I can substitute a different sentiment if I want. So, this is the last week that I can only show you the cover of this beautiful new catalog, because by the time I go live with you a week from today, the catalog will be live. So, if you are joining me today, let me backtrack here. Please do say hello. I see Paula is here. Hopefully I'm getting comments a little bit better this time than I was previous weeks. I see, hello Mom, you're here too. Yeah, so then I will be able to show you the picture of this suite in the catalog, but I can go ahead and show you most of the products right now. Here are the dies, and this is the designer series paper. I've shown this to you before if you've been here with me. This is the gorgeous painted backgrounds, and you can even see the canvas that it was painted on. And then they went in, and wherever there's water, they put this lovely shimmer effect. So it's really pretty. The back side has a more neutral, still within the same theme, but a more neutral pattern. But the fronts are all water scenes with a nice sky and horizon at various points. And we are going to take advantage of that today. So I have chosen this piece of paper to use. And sorry, I just keep looking to see what comments I've got here, because it's not auto-refreshing, unfortunately. Hello, Gladys. I'm glad you could join me. And then there are these dies, and they make silhouettes. And I think the one I'm going to use with this today is this one. And we're going to make its silhouette like so, with that beautiful sunset, sunrise. So, I'm actually going to start with the card base for a moment, which is just plain old basic white. And on this one, I am using regular basic white, not the thick. And we'll give that a try and see how it goes. I've got half a sheet here, and I thought I had scored it in half already. I did on the other half. That's how discombobulated I was in getting ready for you guys. This missing stamp set is really bothering me, because I really don't want to think that it fell in the rubbish and has now gone out. But I may have to go back before we put the bins out tonight and double check that. Okay, so there is that, and I'm going to bring in this is the So Swirly embossing folder. And it is, sorry, I keep pausing to go back and refresh this thing. This is on Last Chance, unfortunately, but it's really cool. And we are going to use it on here, but first we're going to work this out. Sorry, like I said, I know what I'm doing. I'm just being discombobulated about it. Okay, so we want that on there. We want that to be about there. I'm going to stick a little bit of removable Scotch tape there just to hold it for a second so I have a pretty good sense of what I want. Okay. So I know I want this width. I know what I want that to be, plus another centimeter. So I'm just figuring out the best way to do this so I can see it in my trimmer. Okay. So that's the edge there. I know I can go about there. It doesn't have to be, I hope I've got that right. And then I know I want this to be here. And then I'm going to score it here. You'll see why in a minute. Oh, and I didn't get it. Yep. Get it to the right height, always helpful. Okay, now I'm going to go run this through the cut and emboss. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. And clear out the die. There we go. And we'll clear out, I think that was the only extra bit there. So, yeah, sometimes you get a little tape residue, whether you're using the removable Scotch tape or Post-it notes or whatever. That just, adhesive eraser comes right off like that. And now you'll be able to see that's going to go in there nicely. But now we're going to add the texture from this. And I'm going to run that through the cut and emboss, and I'm doing it on both sides. That's one reason I did the regular weight cardstock, because I was worried about 2 layers of the thick cardstock, but we'll see how it comes out. Oh, it is tighter with yeah, that was definitely tighter with the 2 thicknesses of the basic white. And refresh. Oh, come on. Hi, Sue and Annette. I hope you're feeling better on your knee, Annette. So, there we go. We have a beautiful texture on both sides, but I don't really love the texture on the sailboat itself. So, I'm going to bring this scrap back in. I'm going to get rid of that adhesive residue. And I believe that will fit on there just right to get me another sailboat. Here we go. Trim this up a little bit. It's a small detail, but it can matter. You know what? I'm going to do it again. I have not done this card before. I watched somebody's video. I'm going to do it again, I think, with some adhesive sheet on the back. I think that's going to be easier to work with. So this one has adhesive sheet on the back. And I will be right back. Okay. I really hope Facebook fixes this update so that it starts refreshing the comments in real time. It's really annoying. Really annoying that it's not doing that. Get this cleaned out a bit. There we go. Get that cleaned out. That's better. Now I can come in and just snip where the boat is. And cover up the embossed boat. Like I said, it's a little detail. But I think it's going to be a good detail to take care of. Okay. So now I have this piece that I'm actually going to put in here. You may have picked up on that. It's going to be back behind there. And I'm going to cut this down. I think that should do it. I'm going to slip it off just a little bit more there because of how the fold pushes it just a bit. We're going to take an extra millimeter off there or so. Yeah. I love that trimmer. It is not the best for taking off just those little slivers. So I'll bring in a guillotine trimmer, which works much better. Okay, and then I have somewhere here. There we go. Another piece of basic white. Put on there. Ah, yes. And there we go. I'm going to come in again and just the smallest bit there at the bottom. See how thin you can get that? I love it. So you can use tearing tape along here if you want. I find this works just fine. See how many different ways I can try to get this lined up just right. And then still have it not be, but we'll do our best here. You see that? And now all we need to do is glue it in there. And you can see I cut it down by just that little sliver because I don't want this balmy blue sticking out beyond the designer series paper. So that's the basic idea on the card. Still wondering where my stamp set is. Hold on 1 second. Refresh this. There's that. There's that. Yeah. The downside about the regular basic white is I do worry about that a little bit, but not too much. It'll be fine. And again, looking for that stamp set. So other stamp sets, I can definitely just use a sentiment out of one of those. But I would like to find the missing stamp set. Well, I will do that another time. Let's see what we might put here. So this is the Relaxing Waterside stamp set. And let me see here. There we go. It's right there. Let's get these mounted up. This one says relax. Okay. I think we will bring in Secret C and scrap of basic white. There's relax. Today is your day. Let us hear it for clear stamps that let us line up quickly and easily. And then thinking, good. I will go cut this out. Then always risky once it's actually in there. So you could put Happy Father's Day. I'm going to say have a great birthday. Like that. And we'll do a couple of dimensionals here. There we go. So that is my card for you today. There are all kinds of variations you could do. This lighthouse die makes another great version of this. Going the other way. Yeah, I think the sunburst would be pretty cool. There's, where's this paper? It's the one that's coming right out of the This one is coming right out of the water like that. I think that would be pretty cool to have that down there. Anyway, I might make a whole series of these because they are, I think, really cool. And then you open it up, you can see all of that paper, you can see all of this paper. You could put another sentiment over there if you wanted, or you can just leave it like that. And it can stand up and people can see what they want. Anyway, I like this. I thought that was very fun. I like the embossing on both sides. So I hope you enjoy that. And I will put a link to the video where I first saw this in my blog post. My very next blog post over here at nancysniftynotes.com will be this card, and it will be the same title as this video. If you're watching this video on replay and you want to go in and find it, you can search. If you don't have a demonstrator here in Australia and you would like for me to be your demonstrator, I would love to do that. Just drop me a line at nancy@nancysniftynotes.com, or there are links from my website. If you have any questions, comments, you can leave them in the comments on this video or send them directly to me. If you are not in Australia and you're looking for a demonstrator, I'm happy to refer you to somebody in another country. I know people all around the world, so I would be happy to send that along to you. So thank you for joining me today, and I will be back same time, same place next week with another fun project. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.